As AI products start to remember more of the context we give them, I believe we should have better ways to understand, edit, and control how that context is being used. Today, I'm excited to launch a new AI memory feature in prototypr.ai. The goal is to make memory more transparent, user-controlled, and more useful over time. So let me show you how this works. Okay, I'm in prototypr.ai right now, and I've opened up the AI memory menu. So when you chat with a model in prototypr.ai, context is made available to help ground the conversation in your business data. That context is made available for you to see in this experience and includes analytics, UX data, experiments, conversation summaries, and user feedback. And so the first thing that you'll see is a strategic intelligence layer. This sits on top of your saved context and helps ground the AI system in your current product data, growth opportunities, current constraints, and strategic direction. So I've actually anonymized this data. Wanted to keep my data private for this demo. And what you see here are risk signals, experiment velocity, growth stage, how your KPIs are kind of moving. You get your primary and secondary constraints and how you're doing. So the conversation is actually anchored around this operating model. Okay, below that, we have user experiences that are saved into memory. These can include things like landing pages, sign-up flows, onboarding screens, dashboards, or any other product experience that you want AI to understand. So I've also made it really easy to add a new experience with the click of a button. So let me go in here and I'll show you how that works. So I'm gonna upload a new experience into memory. And this user experience is workspace, your AI workspace. So what it looks like when you don't have any data in there, you come in there for the first time. So this workspace is built around 4 key pillars around helping you research, build, measure, and learn faster with these frontier lab models. So what I want to do is I'm going to name this. And so now we have everything kind of ready. I'm going to have the model analyze the experience. Perfect. Here's our analysis for this workspace. So it's done a screen analysis. So all this is editable, but so this is really great. You also have some primary objectives for the screen. And here's your target audience. So who it thinks your product is being targeted to, any sort of friction, which I think is relevant. So all this stuff gets saved now to memory. So let's just save it. And perfect. So now it's in memory and now it's accessible for future conversations. And there you can see it's saved in our memory now. So now we have another user experience saved into memory. So we can have better conversations, a better user experiences with data. All right, let's move on. So the next thing I want to show you is some experiments that are in memory. I'm just going to click on one of these. So this is a relatively new kind of experiment that I'm working on to try and improve signup rates. So here's an example of what an experiment page looks like. So you have your hypothesis that you're trying to test. I'm trying to improve my signup rates in my signup flow, but all this context actually becomes available in chat to the model. So we have our different variations. So I'm actually testing this control or this original versus this new variation, hoping that this new one's gonna outperform this one because I don't know, this one doesn't look the best. So we'll see. I think this one's a better experience anyway. So we'll kind of see where that kind of lands. Okay, and then we have summaries of past conversations with our AI or our growth advisor here. These conversations help preserve decisions, insights, and progress being made across all the different various sessions that we have with the model. I can quickly show you what one looks like here. So basically, you look at the overall topic, the goal, what was the challenge that the user had, what were some of the insights that came into this, any sort of decisions that were made and next steps and ideas or new hypotheses that are proposed. So you can edit this if you want. You can save the changes or you can delete these memories. So I want to give you full access and control of your data in this kind of memory experience. So under that, we have some data from our product growth dashboard. This includes Google Analytics lifecycle KPIs, so all that information that you have in your test center dashboard. And there's also data that you can include from user feedback surveys that you run on prototypr.ai. And then last but not least, we have our memory snapshot. So this brings together all this data that I showed you earlier in this video, and it's all available here. And so what's really great about this is you can actually export it through our API so that if you wanted to bring this context elsewhere with you around the web, you can, and you can bring it into other AI workflows as needed. So just want to provide a little bit more flexibility and control around your data. So that's it. That's AI memory and prototypr.ai. It's now available to Plus and Pro members starting today. I'm really excited about it. If you have any feedback about this new AI memory feature, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.